Hey guys, welcome to the Raid Shadow Legends offer. You can get somewhere up to almost $150. Sometimes it's $200 if you do meet several conditions. It's like Gold Arena level 2, 4 Sacred Shards, free to play, it's possible. Or you can mix it match, it does save you some time if you do buy it. And also reaching some levels, completing some stuff. I'll show you guys how to do that, the strategy, alright, because I had to test a whole bunch of stuff out. Now, where do you actually get this offer? And if you know where to get this offer, you can skip this part, but there's a couple places that usually pay the best for this offer. Okay, it also depends on your location, but this is pretty good. And of course, if you're one of those people that reset your phone, factory reset your phone and start the offer again, well, you kind of know some of this stuff, so this will be helpful to you. Okay, in the description of this video, you guys will see a whole bunch of stuff. The LD player that I have a link on here is basically a phone on your computer, and it is going to be very helpful to you. All right, if you don't have a computer, a second phone would work as well, but it's probably better if you do this on computer. It's just faster, easier. Okay, there's 4 different links for where you should get this offer. 3 of them are great. This one is just okay. This is like a backup. GG2U is a backup for anyone who cannot access these 3 sites for whatever reason. Start with MyPoints, which actually pays the most at this one. So click on this, link in the descriptions. Gives both you and I a couple dollars bonus when you do that. Go to deals, and after you sign up, you go to deals, you go to category. Oops, click on that. You go to category entertainment. There we go. And you want to find the Raid Shadow Legends logo, or they have a couple different logos. You want to look for Raid in the picture. They're not going to write Raid in the words here, so you can't control F and find it that easily, but you should be able to find it. There's usually an offer for Raid somewhere. They rely on advertisements like this, right? Okay, so you need to finish these within 45 days, some of them even less. Okay, this is 23,630 points, which is about 140 something, so video calculator work. If you do get a Visa reward card from this website, which, you know, they give more if you choose a Visa reward card, right? A debit, it's a prepaid card, which is kind of like a debit card almost. So if you do 23,630 points divided by 150, that's $157.50. If you do choose a Visa reward card, it's probably 140 something dollars if you do PayPal. So MyPoints pays the most at the moment, but FreeCash might beat it at some point. Okay, so let's take a look at the conditions, right? Reach level 12, easy. This gives you like $1 and something. Reach level 25 in 5 days. It's doable as long as you play long enough. You know, just 5 days is enough for level 25. You could probably even do this in 2 days, 3 days, right? But you do have to play a whole bunch, right? And this gives you what, $8, $9, something like that. And then I sent here to level 6 stars in 14 days, which is possible. A lot of work, a little bit of push, but it's possible, and yeah, it is worth it. It's easy as long as you know what you're doing. It's all just about the campaign missions. For those of you who have already played the game, you know, just do your campaign as high level as possible, and then you can level up your heroes and use a lot of energy. Okay, reach gold tier 2 in classic arena in 21 days, which I consider probably the most difficult part. This one pays $30 something, 33, something like that, if you do it by Visa reward card. This one I consider the most difficult part, even though the last offer actually pays, the last part of this offer actually pays more. Okay, the last part just takes longer, but this gold tier 2, you're competing against people, and so you need to know how to be strong in the game. I'll teach you how, the basics, but there are some people who have played this game for a very long time, and you know, I can't cover every single advanced thing on there. So you want to be able to, if you're going to go for this part, you want to play every single day and a whole bunch and go just push forward. Okay. All right. Last part, open 4 Sacred Shards. Now, 3 would have been easy, but 4 is a bit more difficult. There are different ways you can get it. You can buy it. You can buy it first of all. For each Sacred Shard, it's about $15 each for the level 10. So when you reach level 10, you'll have a pack to buy it for $15. If you reach level 20, you'll have a pack to buy it for $15. If you reach level 30, you'll have a pack to buy it for $15. But between level 30 and 40, there's going to be a pack that you can buy 2 for $15, which is $7.50 each. that's pretty good, and you might want to go for that if you want. And you know, at level 40, you also get a pack worth 1 Sacred Shard for $15. Is it worth it just buying it? Well, 12,750 points divided by 150 says, let's see, what is this? 12,750 divided by 150, $85, and you're spending what, 4 Sacred Shards times 15 is $60. So it is technically worth it if you just buy all 4 by getting to level 10, 20, 30. Yeah, I mean that's. And I guess you get even more if you get that special pack in between level 30 and 40. All right, I forgot the name, but just want to look through the packs. Now, if you are planning to spend, then you should do it right away, as soon as possible, so that it'll help you out for the rest of these offers. In fact, if you do open those Sacred Shards by buying them with actual money, I think Gold Tier 2 becomes much, much easier, okay? Because you just go way faster in the game. Okay, but I'll show you the free-to-play methods. Now, MyPoints is this link. Swagbuck is very similar, and you know, there's a link here, gives both you and I a bonus if you click on it and sign up. This is pretty much the same conditions. You go to Discover Games. This one pays about 139, but there's a discount in the shop, so I guess the actual value is like 143, 142, something like that, dollars. All right, and this is basically the same conditions. 12, 25, Ascend, Gold 2, same thing. Right. Okay, FreeCash is a little bit different. There's more variation. Sometimes it's better. A couple weeks ago, they were giving $200, and then now they're giving less. So it's on and off, right? Swagbucks in MyPoints is better at the moment, but FreeCash is sometimes better, sometimes worse. So click on the referral link on that as well to sign up and to see the offers. You can go to offers, and you know, you can type in raid. You can also go to earn and go to the offer walls. Sometimes they they forget to put it on offers for whatever reason. You can search for raid, and there's going to be several different versions, many different versions actually. $100 at the moment, $130. This is Android. This one's Apple, this one's Android, this one's desktop, this one's Android, this is any of the 3, this one's desktop only, and this is Apple. And you guys can see this one has pretty much the same. Okay, something slightly different, but it hardly matters, right? Everything else is the same. Complete the tutorial, you get something. But there's like these smaller offers. For this one, what, reach gold stage 2 within 20 days. This one is it's the more difficult offer, so I recommend you don't pick that. There's other ones, which means reach level 40, open 2 Sacred Shards, open 3 Sacred Shards. 3 Sacred Shards are way easier than 4 in my opinion. It completely free to play. Okay, so it does matter. Like, even though that you're getting less, it does matter. It saves you a lot of time. So pick your poison. You know, these $100 offers though have everything in it. Okay, and then GGTU is just a backup in case you can't access any of these sites for whatever reason. Okay, now let's get into the strategies of this game. First of all, this is your level. Okay, my current level on this account is 42. This is one of my referral accounts. What does that mean? Well, the referral program is actually one of the ways you can get Sacred Shards. In fact, that's one of the ways you can finish off that bottom offer, the 4 Sacred Shards, right? 1, 2, 3. You refer 3 people, you get them to level 50, and then you get that bonus shard. Now, at first I thought it was a great idea. I realized that it's probably good to just only get 1. I'll make 3 accounts, and I will get this champion over here for making those 3 accounts. Get them to level 10, then I just delete these 2, and then get one of them to level 50. All right. I was trying to do all 3, and I realized it's okay to just do 1. It's way too much work if you try to do all 3 accounts. So this is kind of where the LD player comes in. If you guys remember in the descriptions, the LD player link is here. You guys can click on it, download it. It's a phone on your computer. However, you cannot use the referral system on the LD player. What you can do is to refer yourself onto another phone. So the other phone has to create that account. And then you can connect that account to a random Gmail account that you make, right? So I just made a new one when I tried to start this game, and Rainy Arnie Raid, right? And that's going to be my new account. I'm going to create a Plarium ID on my phone and connect it to that account. Then I'm going to log into that account on the LD player, and that's under the Play Store. All right, so you just log into the Play Store, go to Raid, and then once you get into Raid and whatever tutorial stuff they have, I would go here, click on that avatar picture of yourself, connect to player ID, and it will load your character in here so that you can play on here. Okay, now this is one method. I recommend, if you're going to go for the 4 and go completely free to play, I would recommend getting 3 accounts to level 10, and for the last account, just keep it and get it to level 50 so you can get 1 Sacred Shard. It's easier method to get Sacred Shards in the game, completely free to play. Okay, and that one of the methods. And if I go to the battle, this is campaign is one of the things you're going to be stuck on. Campaign is the best place to train your champions because they give the most experience, but also it's the best place to give experience to yourself so that you can level up here. Because remember, one of your goals is to level up to 25, right? So campaign is the best way to do it. However, doing dungeons here also gives some experience and also give better items, and you need items to power your champions up so that you can be stronger and do higher level campaign missions. Okay, so dungeons and campaigns you need to go back and forth. The other stuff doesn't matter too much. Maybe aside from arena, sometimes I kind of forgot about faction wars. Sometimes clan bosses is extra. Doom Tower is it's higher level, so you just focus on campaign and dungeons for now. Right, campaign. So there's 4 levels in campaign. What you want is to go and get the Sacred Shard under hard, and you need to get it with the stars. If you do get, you need to get 3 stars on each one, and the requirements for 3 stars, as you guys can see, is to beat the stage no losses with 2 or fewer champions. In other words, you want to keep 2 champions. You want to buff 2 champions the most. Okay, well, which one do you pick? Well, the easy method is Kael, and once you do the referral system here, you can get Djarmasa, because Djarmasa is a pretty good defensive type, and Kael is an offensive type, so it's a perfect fit together. I'm not gonna expect you to be able to get all these champions that I got by luck. Okay, some of this was by luck. This one I was able to get on like day 7. They had a special promotion, and so if you're doing this during their special promotion, you might get a 5-star guy. If not, you might get the 4-star guy. Okay, but I highly recommend that if you don't have any luck at all, that you just pick, you just do the referral program on these 3 accounts, get them all to level 10 each, and you get this champion, and you level this one up with Kael. Okay, and Kael is your starter champion. You have 4 choices. You want to pick the elf, the Kael type. All right. So yeah, my recommendation, if you do not have this luck, my recommendation is to get this guy up to 6 stars at the very end, and you can get Djarmasa and from the referral program to 5 stars for all these different missions that you can do. Okay, so remember, campaign, in order for you to get Sacred Shards, you need to be able to beat these guys with only 2 champions without dying. Actually, you can die, but you can also revive, and that counts as not dying. That's also one of the reasons why I keep pushing you to do the referral program, because this guy can, if your offensive champion dies, this guy can revive as part of her skills. I think it's a her. I don't know. Yeah, Djarsama or something. He can revive people, and he can heal people, and he's hard to kill. So, that's my number 1 suggestion for you guys. But if you do manage to get like a legendary champion somehow from these portals, then I guess you could go for that too. Okay, so this is where you get your 2 free shards, like hard, right? You complete all of these to 3 stars, you get 1. Complete brutal to 3 stars, you get another 1. If you're doing the void missions, by the way, you can get a void shard here, and then you can randomly get a void shard from events here, and also tournaments, and also sometimes clan. It just randomly popped out. And I think also the missions at some point had ancient and void shards. So you just play the game, and eventually you'll get a void shard. Okay, just focus on all other stuff. Eventually you'll get a void shard, and you should be able to finish it in campaign missions. Okay, that's if you choose the $60-something offer for 3 Sacred Shards and 2 Void Shards. Now, if you do go for Nightmare, you could also do this to get a 4th Sacred Shard, technically. But Nightmare does take a lot more time, and getting it, you'll have to get things to at least 6 stars and really powerful items and stuff. It just takes too long for me. Okay, So those are the ways. Now you can also go and actually buy it with money, which actually saves you a lot of time. You go to the shop, go to limited special offer, and you look for the offers. Every 10 levels, you should be able to buy a Sacred Shard for $15, and I think somewhere between level 30 and 40, or maybe even early 20s, there's a special pack that gives 2 Sacred Shards for $15, which means $7.50 each. That saves you a lot of time, right? So instead of actually having to play until campaign brutal, you could probably just do hard. Or actually, you could probably just do hard and then finish the missions, which also has a Sacred Shard here, right? You can also get a second Sacred Shard here, but there's a lot of missions. These missions take a lot of work, so I recommend only getting to 1 Sacred Shard here. So 1 here, there's 2 here in hard and brutal, and then the third one I recommend you do the referral program to level 50. It takes a while. It might take a month, maybe less than a month, but it is more straightforward. It's a lot easier. Okay, and also you get a void shard from referral. One of your referrals getting to level 30. So that one's, that's part of the. If you're doing the $70, $70 offer, this is another way you can get your void shard. And these tomes are really useful too. Okay, so remember to get these guys. Now let's go over how you should level things up. Well, the first thing you want to do is follow the missions, and they'll tell you what each thing is, right? Now, number one thing for power is level, right? So if you have 5 stars, you can get to level 50. If you have 6 stars, you can get to level 60. You can upgrade star level by sacrificing a couple other champions. So if this is 3 stars, I have to sacrifice 3 champions of 3 stars. So I can sacrifice this guy, this guy, this guy. By the way, this is level, right? So you have to upgrade rank. The stars is rank, and you upgrade it in tavern. You upgrade this guy to level 30, which is max, and then you sacrifice 3 level 3s. Try not to sacrifice any rares if you don't have to, but if you have some epics, like some purple types or some legendaries like I do here, then it's fine to sacrifice those guys. Now, there's also skills which require tomes, right? So rare types. The first thing you actually want to do is make sure for these tomes is to make sure you max out Kael, because Kael is going to be your best damage dealer champion here. Now Kael, once you max him out, he's going to deal more damage than even these epic types, which is purple, or even some of the legendary types too, because it's hard to get skill books for these ranks, and so their ranks are not going to be very high. Like, it's hard to max this guy out. I put a lot of skill tomes on this guy, this girl, but Kael still kind of deals more damage here. So yeah, it's way easier to get rare tomes. You can get them from missions, you can get them from clan rewards, all over tournaments, events. You can get a lot of you can get a lot of from missions, from challenges here, right? Challenges also give you some rewards, and some of it is energy, so which means you can keep doing the challenges for as long as you want. There's quests as well. There's daily quests. They give you some energy. They give you some gems, some coins. The weekly, the monthly. And so this is another void shard. This is another way, I suppose, you can get legendary champions, but it requires you to be able to finish the daily thing 30 times in the month, which means you should not miss a single day, right? I miss a whole bunch of days, so it's hard for me to do it, but I suppose this is another easy way, but only if you come for 30 days. So it does take a long time. Advanced quests come later. It's you can do stuff for extra stuff. You don't have to pay too much attention to it unless you're pretty far in the game. Achievements don't matter at all. So this is quests, right? But challenges also give you some pretty good stuff, especially these tomes. These tomes actually really power up the champions a lot. So this one is an epic tome, which is worth quite a lot because now I can upgrade this epic type skills, right? Epic is better than rare, which is the blue, except Kael is just really good because he's a really good starter champion. So he's one of the top of the rares, and that might sometimes be better than the epics. Okay, so this is champion. So that's like 30% of the power that you're gonna get. Leveling them up, as they fight, they'll level up. You can sacrifice different champions, or sometimes you can even sacrifice brews. So if I click on random guy here, I can go all the way down here, and sometimes you get some items called brews. Now this is a War Priest. This is a force type, green, right? And so you want to use a green brew to get more. You can use other types of brews, but you get less, right? This one you get less because it's not the right type. Void is it's a rock paper scissors sort of thing. So let's see. This is weak against red. Blue is weak against red. Red is weak against green, and green is weak against blue, which is counterintuitive because usually water beats fire, but this is not water and fire. This is force. They call it whatever else, right? But just know that blue is weaker to red, red is weaker to green, and green is weaker to blue. Okay, and the void type does not have any weakness, but it also doesn't deal extra damage to anything, to anyone else. It's just a champion, and that's good and bad at the same time. It depends on what mission you're fighting. Okay, so now I've kind of discussed the basics of the champions. Your goal, I mean, if you do missions, I mean, my higher recommendation is just keep doing missions in the beginning because they give you some really good artifacts, right? Artifacts is the second most important part of power, and there are set effects. In other words, you guys can see this is lifesteal, heal by 30% of the damage dealt. This is extremely important for Kael, your starter champion. This is something you absolutely want to get. It's also something that is gifted to you when you first start out. I think it should be somewhere in daily or progression rewards. Also, if you click on the referral program thing and you get a referral link, even if you don't refer anyone, you get a couple really good items to put on your champion. Okay, so you want to put it on your champion. You want to upgrade that using silver. Remember, silver is the fuel of this game. Okay, you upgrade these guys with silver, and there's a chance that you'll I mean, I'm at level 12 on this thing. There's a chance I can upgrade it each time with 13,000 silver, 14,000 silver. But I have to keep going until I make it. Okay, and after that, there's an Ascension, which you can ascend, which is like later levels, which you don't have to worry about for now. But your goal is to get 4 or 5 stars with at least rarity, hopefully epic rarity, and legendary rarity is actually really rare, so I don't expect you to get that. But you should at least see if I have any. So you guys can see here, this one is rarity. That's the lowest I can accept, but it is 5 stars, so I can accept it because it's 5 stars. Okay, that's your end goal, 5 stars and all that stuff. And I mean, you just kind of level things up. However, in the beginning, you do want to try to get 3 stars. I mean, you're not going to be able to get 5 stars right away. You do want to get to 3 stars, but when you do 3 stars, try not to upgrade these guys past level 8 until you get a 4 star, because it's kind of a waste of silver. And silver, you always need silver. Okay, silver will always help you some way. Okay, you can also sell artifacts by clicking on sell. You can do that for all the ones you don't need, like a 3 star. I already have a 4 and 5 star, so I don't need this 3-star shield. I can sell it for silver, right? You can also filter them out, which you do need in this game, because under the missions, I'm going to give you good advice about the missions. Under the missions here, you have dungeon missions, campaign missions, whatever. One of those missions in the first bunch, leading up to part 1, is getting attack percentage from a specific campaign. I think you start with Kara Castle, and you'd be like, okay, get a sword that has life on it to attack percentage with a primary stat of attack percentage. This is one of the ones that's most time consuming. And you have to do stage 1 over and over again until you get one of these swords that have attack percentage on it. Now you want to keep that sword once you get it. Once you finish the mission, you want to keep that sword. You do not want to sell it. And so when you go over to champions, and you can click on any of this. Okay, you can go around looking at artifacts. You can filter it out to, let's see, rank and rarity, so 1 to 2 stars, common, uncommon, rare, epic. You can do it by that. But you want to go to primary stats. You can go to attack percentage, and so anything here has an attack percentage, which is necessary for the missions that you do. Okay, if you sold it, you're gonna have to go back and keep going until you get an attack percentage item, which takes a lot of extra energy and time. So make sure you keep it. Make sure if you put it on a champion, you don't sell the champion. You don't destroy the champion. Yeah, you don't sacrifice that champion for levels, because then you'll have to spend way more time. Okay, now you have all you can actually go. Let's see. Actually, this is a good time to mention this. So you guys can see there's HP. There's HP percentage. Percentage is always better. Almost always better. Okay, it might be slightly better at some point here, but percentages are just better as a primary stat. So this is your primary stat, and these are your secondary stats. Having a high star level increases what your primary stat is. So if I have a 5-star, this attack percentage will go up even more, and the max will go up even more, right? Now, the secondary stats is this. So if I have a legendary, then I will have 4 random other stats. If I have an epic, I will have 3 other random stats. If I have a rare type, I only have 2. And if I have an uncommon, it's only 1. And if I have a common, there's none. So that's why you do want to do at least 2. You want at least rare, 2 other stats, right? And percentages matter more than the actual number. All right, so that's if you're picking out equipment, these are things that you want to think about. Okay, now there's set effects, which means you guys see these 4 have these bite marks like vampire, right? Well, you need to heal 30%. Well, this gives you an effect to heal 30%. But if I remove this now, and it does cost silver to remove, so be careful. All right, if I remove this right now, the effect goes away. So you want to have 4 of these in order to actually activate the effect. So let me look for this again. I'll equip it. Okay. So now I have the effect back again, right? The other one here, this one's actually from, I think, one of the campaign missions. So the campaign missions also give you a pretty good, usually it's a sword and shield. So they give a pretty good sword and shield that has extra effects. Now there's more advanced types of sets, but yeah, remember this is a 2 set, which means you only need 2. You need to equip 2 of this type to get that effect. If, let's see, so this is a good example, right? Attack. So this is a 2 set, which means 2 of these give me this set. And I have another 2, it gives me another set. So now my attack is increased by 30%, which is quite a bit. And then I have another set here, which is immortal. This is what, HP 15%, heal by 30% every turn. This is one of the ones you'll get early on, is pretty good, for early on at least. Okay, so now you kind of know what these sets are, right? Where do you get them? Well, the first thing is you can get them from campaign. However, campaign does not give you a good rarity. They'll give you a lot of commons, sometimes an uncommon, and you just don't want to use commons and uncommons. So dungeons are the best place to get items in general. Okay, this is later levels, which you don't need to care too much about, but these, let's see, Ice Golem, Spider's Den, Dragon Lair, Fire Knight's Castle. I prefer Dragon's Lair because it doesn't have as many special effects. I mean, it might stun your champions, but Ice Golem, they'll like freeze your champions, which it's harder to kill in Ice Golem. Spider's Den is good for accessories, so like rings and necklaces. You require your champion to ascend to a certain level in order for you to actually use those rings and stuff. So you guys can see some of my champions have rings, right? At 4-star Ascension, I have a ring. At 5-star Ascension, I have a necklace, and then there's like a banner at the end at 6 stars, which I've never gotten to, it's fine, right? But yeah, you do want to ascend your champion. So this is, if you guys remember, one of the requirements before Sacred Shards was to ascend your champion to level 60, I believe, to 6 stars, right? That does not actually, well, basically, first of all, you need to upgrade this guy. You need to upgrade his rank to level 6. And then you need to ascend to level 6, right? So you have 5 stars here. I need to get this guy to level 6. I want to complete that mission specifically. Now, this is my referral count, so it's not at level 60, but my other one is at level 60. Okay, so remember, in order for you to get experience, you need to go and fight, but you can also, you can sacrifice some champions for levels. However, once you get to max level, you need to upgrade your rank by 5 5-star champions. How do you get 5 5-star champions? Well, you take 4 4-star champions to upgrade to 5 stars. But how do you get 4-star champions? Well, you can either get them as a epic, or you can get them as a rare at 3 stars. You max the 3 stars to level 30, and then you sacrifice 3 of these guys to make it 4 stars, right? So you basically start from 1 star if you want to. If you summon a lot of champions, these are 2 stars, right? So this is how it goes. 2 of these guys, okay, level 2. I upgrade this. I can upgrade the level to level 20 with some of these, you know. I can upgrade it with these beers. That's fine. Once I get to level 20, I upgrade rank of that guy over there, and I sacrifice 2 of these guys, and it turns into a 3-star. And now that you have a 3-star somewhere, you can level up this 3-star to max level. You sacrifice 3 of these guys, and then you upgrade the rank to 4 stars, which is somewhere around here. All right, and now this 4-star guy needs 4 stars to get to 5 stars. So it's a lot of work. However, the easy way to, or the main way to actually train these guys is to go to campaign missions, the highest level possible, and you go to, so right now I'm on Brutal. This is how far I've gone, right? However, you need to be able to kill everything with 1 champion, and you want to go to stage 1 because stage 1 is the easiest. So you want to go like this, 1 champion, and then you train these 3 guys, and then you attack to train these guys up. Now, I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible, but I think my Kael is a little too weak at the moment to do this alone, so I have to go to a lower stage, right? I think the stage 4 and 5 is the typical type. This is probably a little too high level of stage, as you guys can see. Alright. So these guys will die quickly. Let's wait for a little bit, see how it plays out. I might make it. You want to play it on auto, of course. Okay, I might make it. These level 1s are useless except for like punching bags. Oh, okay, I guess that one did kill something. Keep it going. Okay, I think I might be able to do this. Just because Kael is so overpowered. Yeah, I think I might be able to do this. Ooh. Oh man, I might. Oh, no, I have a chance. No, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna die on this one. Yeah, very close. But you want to find the highest possible level. So you guys can see this is leveling. Even if you die, you level up, right? But if you win, you get more experience for your guys. So I cannot do Valdemar straight. In that case, I should pick level 7 instead and try out to see if I can do stage 1 with only 1 strong champion, and then I train the other 3 champions over here, like this, right? So I'll just keep going until I find the one that I can do, the highest possible level with the highest possible difficulty. So remember, Brutal gives way more than Hard, Hard gives way more than normal experience for your champions. So this is how you upgrade your champions, but you'll also sometimes get items like that beer that you guys were seeing earlier in the tavern, and that will level up your champions, okay? Now, that's for Ascension level 6, that offer part. You also need to get stronger. Now you want to pick 1 champion, and of course I recommend the Referral champion, because in the Referral champion, you just get 3 guys up to level 10, and yeah, this champion is pretty good. She can revive, and she can heal, and she's hard to kill. So, it's great. Now, I thought, getting level 30 and getting that extra Sacred Shard, it's too much work, but I think the recommended course is to just go for, to make 3 accounts, factory reset on your phone, make another account, factory reset on your phone, make a 3rd account, and then keep that account to get to level 50, so you can get 1 Sacred Shard. And once you're able to get that Sacred Shard from there, and you're able to do campaign missions, because in hard mode, there's Sacred Shard 1, Sacred Shard 2, right? In order for you to get these Sacred Shards, you need to get all the stars. In order for you to get all these stars, you need to be able to finish every single mission with only 2 champions without dying. Now, your champion might die, but this Referral character guy over here helps you revive your champion, which means it doesn't count as death whenever you fight. All right. Also, they have a special ability to give defense. Now, here's an optional detour you guys can try to go for. Fusion. Fusion requires, well, a lot of characters, okay? But you guys can get specifically Relic Keeper, okay? Relic Keeper is pretty awesome because this guy has an aura that increases attack in campaign battles by 40%. That's a lot. Normally it's like 10, 15, 20%. So 40% will help you breeze through the campaign missions. However, you do need to fuse this guy. In order for you to fuse this guy, you need to get all these champions to Ascension level 3. So, first of all, you get the champion first, right? You can get it on the Deadlands, that's a level. And this is Durham Forest, this one is Palace of Arcadia, this one is Valimir Strait, and these guys need to be 4 stars. So you get these 3 guys to 3 stars, and you ascend them, then you get this guy to level 40, you have to get this guy to level 40, he's in Hallowed Halls. This is probably the only fusion you'll ever do, but it's worth it if you do it. It's up to you. Okay. Totally forgot. You absolutely do want to fuse this guy because he is a part of the mission. The missions, the very last mission of this Sacred Shard. Right? If you go all the way down here, they're asking you to fuse. Over here, keep going. Okay, fuse Justiciar, whatever his name is. So it is part of the mission, so you might as well do it whenever you can. Okay, and yeah, you can get these all from doing campaign. All right, I'm gonna very quickly go over everything else. There's not much else to say. Altar of Souls is a very late game. You can figure this out yourself. You can get, haven't really used it much. Make sure to get your daily login and progression rewards. Plurium is whatever. Promo codes, there are some online. I'll put a link in the descriptions for that one. As for Great Hall, if you fight in an arena, you get these medals and you can use them to upgrade a specific type. So for example, you can upgrade resistance for anything that's blue, magic, like anything that's force, anything that's this. Yeah, you just, little boosts. Portals where you do summoning. Mystery can only go up to rare, but Ancient Void can go up to legendary, though they also give some rare, and Sacred Shard gives either epic or rare. It's not guaranteed. There are some events here, like right now there's targeted champion boosts, and there could be other events sometimes that give you double chance of getting a legendary. Those are the ones you want to go for if you have it, or you can just ignore it and just open it because you want a rare champion right away. Guardian Ring, I did spend on here. So they basically, you just put a champion here. They give experience to a specific champion. You need to give those experience to the champion so that you can go to the tavern and upgrade ranks for your other heroes. Right? Yeah, try to get for epics, but it's luck based too. Okay, the Forge is much later game, but they have some pretty good ones. You will get some of this from I think the faction crypts rewards. There's some other stuff. Yeah, you also use charms for this. So there's like a double chance of this, higher chance of rarity, and higher chance of rank. Rank is stars. Rarity is the blue, the rare, epic, or legendary. Right. These charms help you get a better material from here. Remember, there's a 4 sets, and you want to see how much material you have. You can make them 4 to 5 stars for like 4 of them, and then 5 to 6 stars for 1 of them if you want. Okay, that's what these charms are for. As for Forge, I kind of went over. Tavern, remember Ascensions require potions. You can mix potions here, by the way, with the smaller ones. And you get potions from going over to battle down here and go to dungeons. And you just, yeah, these are the potion area, right? And you also need the middle neutral potions, Arcane Keep. So you need Arcane for everything. You need these specific types for specific types of champions. I mean, there's some other dungeons that are higher level, but you don't really need to get into it. Like I didn't really do much here. So yeah, this is higher level, and this is really higher level. Okay. So any other building? I think that's it for the buildings. I did not use the mine. It's not worth it, in my opinion. Okay, let's head on over to. Okay, let's talk a little bit about challenges. I would do the artifact challenge up to a point. They do give you some, tomes here. Ancient Shards are pretty good, so yeah, I would do those too. Arena's nice. like artifacts give you a lot of extra energy, so you're on a lower level and you're getting some experience, but you're also getting some energy back, so it is worth it when you have the time. And then these, yeah, I mean, they're helpful. You know, some of these are tomes. They'll have higher level tomes. Quests, you want to do them every single day. I mean, it's a possibility that you can just get one from doing daily quests for 30 days. I suppose that's fine because you have like 45 days to do this. So this could be your Sacred Shard thing, right? You can get an Ancient Shard, which is decent, usually a rare champion, but a possibility of a 4-star, an epic, which is pretty good, saves you some time. You want to always do the classic arena 5 times. You can click on go here and you can fight 5 times whether you win or not. The higher level you are, the better it is. If you keep losing, then you can probably put a weaker team on your defense here. I'm putting a weaker team on my defense so that I'm getting kicked down in rank, so that I can actually attack these guys and win. If I don't, then I might go to a too high of a level and I can't win anything. Because sometimes you need these medals, sometimes for missions. Sometimes you want to just have it for the Great Hall to upgrade stuff. Tag team, so while I didn't do it, it actually can be helpful. This is the shop here. But yeah, you want to, you either do it or you don't. You go all the way or you don't. Okay. I think next, let's summarize the things we know now. First thing you want to do is pick Kael, right? First thing you want to do is pick Kael. Your end goal is going to get him to, if you have no luck. So I'm playing it this way because I had a bunch of luck and got a legendary. I got a legendary here. I can epic and epic. But if you have 0 luck at all, your goal is to get Kael to level 6 and ascend him, because that's part of the mission, right? And that's part of the rewards that you get. Ascending to 6 in however many days, 14 days, 21 days, one of those two, okay? Your second thing is definitely going to be the referral program guide. So you need to get all 3. You need to get 3 accounts to level 10. You can factory reset your phone. If you only have one phone, you could do that. If you don't have one at all, you know, you can ask me for help on Discord. I'll do it for a price. But you need to just get a level 10 factory reset and then get to level 10 again. And on your last level 10, you can transfer it over to LD player, and then you can play until Sacred Shard, level 50, to get a Sacred Shard. Or you can just not do that and try to do missions for 1 Sacred Shard, and do campaign 3 stars campaign for hard and brutal, for 2 more Sacred Shards, and possibly Nightmare, but this one takes a long time to get there, to like completely complete the game. That takes a while, so I don't recommend doing that, right? But yeah, I just recommend getting to level 50 on here. I suppose there is a 30-day wait. I mean, there's several other possibilities. Progression rewards to level 60. I guess you get a Sacred Shard then, or you get another Sacred Shard from what was this? Daily login. No, not here. It's somewhere around here. I think it's the quests. There we go. The quests will give you. So if you do a daily every single day, you do this for 30 days. You finish all the daily quests on here. Then yeah, okay, you have a shard here. So technically, that is also a very easy option, but it's a good chance you'll miss a day and it'll be difficult. Or, I mean, if you're fine with waiting 30 days, I don't think this one resets every month. This one just seems to, you just need to do this. Yeah, this does not have a time limit. You just need to do this 30 days. So if you're okay with playing this for 30 days to get that or more, then I guess that's another way to get Sacred Shard instead of the referral program. It is up to you, okay? And overall, aside from campaign, it's also important to do dungeons. Remember to ascend. Ascension. Level 3 Ascension require each level of Ascension, which is a purple star instead of a yellow star, requires some potions. You want to gather up a whole bunch of potions. Each Ascension requires a special type of potion, and then the transparent kind of potion. You use these types of potions for everything, but you use each one for each type of champion. Dragon is the best. Spider is for accessories. So if you do ascend, if you do get purple stars to like a level 5-6, then you can start using spider den stuff for like rings and amulets for extra bonuses, stats. Minotaur is good for your masteries. You're gonna have to do that during the mission, so the game will teach you. Ice Golem is okay-ish, but it's harder to kill than Dragon, so you're gonna have to go on lower level, which means less rare, a lower chance of a really high level, right? But you still need to do this sometimes. Same thing with Five Nights Castle. You're gonna have to have a champion that hits a bunch of times, or is really fast or something. Ice Golem basically freezes your units, so it's kind of annoying and makes it harder to fight. The other two you don't have to worry about really. And same thing with the Iron Twin Fortress. And you can for this one, but you don't have to. I didn't really bother when I was trying to do this. Okay, Faction Wars is good for materials for the Forge. And remember, the Forge has some extremely good, but it's also hard to get these materials. So these are some extremely good sets, right? With like 18% speed, 30% critical damage. This is like several sets in one. And you guys can use charms to increase your chances of getting a specific type, increasing its rarity, increasing its rank, which is the number of stars, and also which type of substat you should get. Substat is the secondary stat, right? Remember I was talking about these missions, these items. For the missions, you need a primary stat of attack percentage for like the bottom three, I think, and then you need to put that on a couple champions. And percentage is usually better, right? But yeah, secondary stats are these three. So that was what we were talking about earlier. Secondary. Okay. And last but not least, arena. If you're really going for this, you need to compete from day one, non-stop playing. And then clan bosses are good for some extra rewards. Not too big of a deal. Doom Tower is also for very end game stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, make sure you go to the Great Hall and upgrade one of these things. But one of the missions is to upgrade one of these things, so you might want to save some so that you can upgrade something, right? Yeah, these silver medals is worth 2 of these bronze medals. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay, guys. I think that's all I should mention. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next offer. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask though. And I'm also on Discord. I'm the owner of the Discord. Ask for the Coffin ingots roll so that I know where you're from. Okay, because we have other stuff on there too. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.